Woof, woof, woof. Hello. Hey, everyone. Welcome to our live Maxsold Auction online close. So we're closing our first auction. Well, our first auction of 2026 tonight. Those of you who are in here who watched us before, which I'm sure most of you have, many of you have seen us do these at other times. There's some changes that have happened with Maxsold over the past couple of years. One of the biggest ones being that they have new owners, and those new owners have added a lot of good things. Still have a bunch of stuff they need to fix, but overall, they've got a great new app out there that you can actually use in order to set up your auction. You can do a lot of stuff online now. So you can do things with multiple places. So that's the thing. One of the things that we like really a lot about it at the moment is that we can actually have multiple catalogs in there. And like, to give you an idea, this is literally the way that their app is set up right now. This is all, and this has every auction that we've ever done listed in it. For years, we have an open catalog right now that we can add to. We have a live auction, which is the one we're in right now. So it's actually really, really good. Yeah, Maxsold. I know they bought Garage Sale. I don't know what else they actually do about it, which is interesting. So it, like, whether it's done anything or not, I don't know. So big hello, hi Heather and Bob, and hello, Michael is here. Hercules, Elisa, Donna, Louette, Mr. Joel. Don't think I missed anybody who's here so far. Marianne, hello. So yeah, so that's what we like about this, is it's got this open to, so for example, right now I can open this and I've already started putting lots together. You can copy from one to another, so it makes it really, really easy. See if I can get my phone up there so you can see, take a look at this as well. Down here. Oh, gotta do this again. I hate when AppMere does this. It keeps dropping out. So this is actually the Maxsold app right now. So you can see this is all the different ones that are on right now in Toronto. This is the map. And as you can see, as I get bigger, there's how many different lots there are. There's 2 auctions down here that have 82 lots in them. You can do it by map. So you can type in where you are. If you're not familiar with it, you type in where you are. And then once you've typed in where you are, you actually go from that. I'll just move my head there. You type in where you are, and then you can see if there's anything available near you on a map. So you can do this. There's 3 in Ottawa right now. There's 10 that are on in Vancouver. If you're in Boston, there's a bunch of things like that. No, that's not 3,000 that's 3,000 lots, but it's 3,000 lots. As you see, I keep doing that. So that says 1,643 lots in 13 auctions. So if I keep going into that, you'll see how it goes down. Down, and we happen to be over here. This is us coming up. There we are. There we are. We're at 154 lots. So this is their buyer app. So if I click on that right now, it actually takes me straight to our actual auction. So again, so you can, that's their buyer app that's there. You can go by list. You can see everything. The sort on it, unfortunately, is absolutely horrific. It's always been really bad. But it's just, and it's still just as bad. But if you ever want to try and do a Maxsold, just get in touch with us and we can give you a code that lets you do it. So this is our auction right now. So squeal already. Yes, we have not even officially ended. Our official start ending of bids is actually happening in 10 minutes. So before we've actually even started officially the auction, we're at $1,757. We have 998 bids. Our auction has been looked at over 90,000 times. Surprisingly, we have 90% sell-through rate. That means that 10% of our items or 15 of our items has still not got a bid. But we're really happy because it's at 1,760, and it was over 1,000, I think, before we had this launched up for 9 days. So yes, it's still full soft closes on all the auctions. So the only thing about it now is it's not easy to see. So if we go into our actual auction itself, here's our bid gallery for our auction. Let me make that a little bit smaller. So the only challenge that we've got on this, we'll do bid number low to high, is you can't tell if a bid's come through. Before, it used to flash to be a different color. Now the only way you actually can tell is by the lot numbers. So in this case, the lot numbers, in our case, start at 301. So what we'll see is as they close, they'll disappear. We'll be able to hide the closed lots in here. And then we'll be able to look afterwards and say, oh, well, if they're up here in the 318 and the one before it is 302, then that one just keeps getting extended. So you don't know until the very end of the auction, really, what gets extended the way it used to. So, but again, we've got some items we didn't know what we were going to get on some of these things. These games that are in here are Tamara. She consigned them to us. So we do a consignment of here. That's really surprising. So we put this dollhouse in because the last dollhouse that was on here that was made by the same company sold for $150 on Maxsold. We've got $6 bid. So you never can tell what's happening with an auction. You just kind of live with exactly whatever you put in there, and you see what ends up happening with that one. That's my biggest sort of surprise, my boo-hoo surprise, right? Yeah, that's the challenge. Is there are some areas they just don't do that well, and that's where you might have to look at high bid as doing something, or possibly consider finding somebody who's doing a high bid auction, and then with those, you actually can start that. Talk to them about doing something with paying them a fee, and see what you get out of it. So, for example, we know somebody who does high bid auctions, and you can actually consign with them, and they will do it for I think it's a 35% fee. So you give them the items, and then they will do it for 35%, and then you get 65%. We are roughly the same when we do consignments for people, depending upon what it is. And then we also have to pay Maxsold out of this. So we're a little different. We have a little bit higher consignment fee historically. Oh, okay. So, yeah. So Andrew's done it with some people who have done with a local auctioneer. So yeah, it sometimes works out really well. We actually have thought about it, but yes, there is less competition when you're doing it, but there's also less people. So you have to push your ads out more. That's the one benefit that we have here, is that with seven minutes left before we end, the benefit that we have with Maxsold is doing ads everywhere. So they're doing ads on Pinterest, they're doing ads on Instagram, they're doing ads on Facebook, they're doing ads on Marketplace, they're doing ads on Kijiji, they're doing ads on Craigslist, all over the place. We've seen our ads show up multiple places. We also put the same ads out. We put ads in Facebook. We put ads in certain groups in Facebook, for example. So if we have, in this case, Vintage Toys, I went into Vintage Toys Ontario and put a link up where they allowed it, because some Facebook groups will allow it. That's the difference between high bid, because high bid, you would actually have to do, they do some advertising, but you are responsible for doing a lot of your own advertising. The other thing we've done is, because we've been doing this a long time, we actually have a list now of a few hundred people that are in our auction list that we send notes out every time. We're working on our next one right now to potentially launch in the next week and a half. So we're trying to get these, now that winter is done, we're trying to do at least one a month, hopefully, if we can, once every 3 weeks or so. Yeah, that's the right idea. When you move, you give a lot of stuff. And this clears up a big batch of stuff. I mean, we'll do a post on the weekend showing you how much space that we're going to get from this alone. But it gives you a lot, big things. Except for Rick buying big things. So the next auction, we're trying to get rid of all the big things that Rick has bought. I've only bought like 2 big things, maybe 3. Rick's bought a lot of other big things, so we're getting rid of all of those, and again, freeing up a lot more space when we do it. So from our standpoint, the interesting thing on where we're working at right here, this is one of the things that we also do is we use Maxsold to try and figure out what prices are going on something. So we don't compare it to eBay. So we actually look for items, and then when we find an item, like we have some darts, and we looked on there and there weren't a lot of people who had darts. So we went in and I watched an auction, and it had a close, and you can see there it says extended. They only got $6 for that. But we did see this one highball set got $61. So we think about those sort of things. Go, oh, how did this one go? What did this do? A vintage apron closed at only $4. This fabric closed for this. So this is the kind of thing that we keep our eyes open for. We watch stuff. It disappears after a little while. We currently have these as live auctions we're watching right now. Unfortunately, I can't bid on any of them because they actually have a pickup time the exact same time as picking up our pickup is. So I can't bid on them. Not that I need to, but there were a couple of deals in there. But unfortunately, they're the other side of the city, so it's not going to be easy for me to do that. So this is where we sit right now. Again, you have all of these different auctions. This is what they look like on the screen for Maxsold. So these are closed. These are closing soon, and you can see. So this is put in with 125 miles from where we are. I go further down. There might be stuff. Oh, that's interesting. I can't bid on that. And here's our auction right here. So we picked these images to go up. They use these and other images to market these things. But this is pretty well toys. This is pretty well toys and computer games, things like that. That's the basis of how we built this particular auction. So I'm going to go, there's our lot number. So to give you an idea, Fisher Price Castle, Bratz Dolls, Little Pet Shop, the video games that we've got consigned, but toys, Pokemon, Britons, plastic things. And again, some of these I didn't expect to get a lot for. That's where you get the dollar from. Some of these, like this, has been in 2 other auctions and never picked up. So there's more Littlest Pet Shops. These Love Gnomes, we bought these thinking they'd be great for Christmas, and they didn't sell. So there's Monster High, Bratz. So the whole mixture of everything in here. And again, some Walking Dead oversized carrying bags. All sorts of different things in here. And yeah, Donna's going to recognize those Toyota cards. But yeah, we'll see what we get on a lot. We pulled a bunch of stuff. This Micro Machine stuff came in one lot that I got at a thrift store. These are some games. So we've done a larger auction than we normally do as well. We've got 150 in this because we normally try and do 80 to 100. Yeah, it is kind of weird. That is, Rick bought 4 of them. Those scary Japanese things. Masks.
Thinking they would fly off.
Thinking they would fly. So lots of $3 stuff. You never know what you're going to get on stuff. There's $3 to $1, $9, and we try to sprinkle things so that there's better stuff, like as we go through it. So when we do build our auction, you'll see as we move further down here, we move to get some more of these PlayStation games and things like that. There's this game Castlevania at $90. That's in the back half. That's item number 407. So it's 100 out of our 150 item numbers. So we try and mix things like that. That's the one thing that we try to do when we're going through this, is just mix it all up so that if somebody's looking at something, we might have them stay for longer in the auction and potentially buy more. So let's just say, for example, with the computer games, we had about 20 computer games. Instead of putting them as numbers 20 through 40, we put them at 20 to 25, 45 to 50, 70 to 75, 90 to 105. So somebody looking at computer games is going to stick with us through the whole auction. One of the other things we hope to see when they stick with us through the whole auction is they're going to end up buying something else. Maybe something for $1, but they buy something else. So our closing is happening right now. So this particular thing, it's got less than a minute left. So now we're going to watch what our lives are, and let's do a quick check-in to see. There we are, 1906. So we went up over $100 from when we saw this like go, like $100, and it went up. So now we go into our actual auction. So now let's hopefully see if we can squeal. So this has got 42 seconds left. Low number. It keeps resetting to most bids, which drives me crazy. So we can't tell if any of these. Oh, finally, the brat stalls are up to $51, Rick. I was thinking, what is wrong with them? So you can see on these 301, 302, 303, the amount of time that's left on these. If something gets down, this is that setup sort of where soft close. If something gets down, you'll see that this will jump up. That close, see the Polly Pockets, that one is closed already. These still have time on them. So that means these have probably extended a little bit. That's closed. So you can interesting see that some things have closed and other things have 49 seconds. So if I hide, there's closed bidding was extended. If I go up here, I can hide the closed lots as well. And then it's telling me, look, I got 303, 305, 309, 310, 311, 312. So we know that 303 and 305 have got extended bids on them. That's the only thing that we can tell it on now. It used to flash pink. It was really neat when it flashed pink. So we're hoping to get over $2,000, which is we'd be really happy with. And I'm sure a number of these things would be happy. Like with Tamara, the PlayStation console, untested. It's literally untested. Oh, gee, good. That went for $65, the Littlest Pet Shop. So I looked at some other auctions. I saw people getting really good money for Littlest Pet Shop, Monster High, Polly Pocket, things like that. So that's why we put them in here. So we've added some things into here. So these are closed. Metroid, $60. Video game. Wow. The PlayStation, Rick's up to $150.
Really?
Wow.
The Silent Hill.
The Silent Hill PlayStation game, yeah. Super Nintendo, 35 seconds. The Micro Machines Military is nice. That's at 18. These are okay. Didn't expect tons of money for these, but these were like baggy wall stuff. So the Harry Potter Funkos, these were 2 baggies that were $2.99 a piece, and decided I probably shouldn't have bought them. All these Pokemon, this collectible was just a mix of a bunch of stuff from another baggie. These Pokemon lots were also got the same way. There's Thomas the Train, some Britons. And again, sometimes you won't get the money you want on these, but you can try them in different places and see what's going to happen with them. And then we try them in here and we see what actually happens with these once it's done. So now PlayStation's back up to, now it's at 160. So we'll just take a look at what's closed so far, and you can actually see bidding was extended on all 3 of these. The Brat Stalls for 51, which I'm happy with. The Fisher Price Castle for 14. I thought I'd get more than that. I honestly did think I'd get more than that.
Well, maybe if we had more people.
And the funny thing was, I put this in before I actually found all the rest of the castle. Or the people, which I did find, those things would have been. I could have taken this whole thing and put it possibly up at our antique mall or something like that, or put it on Facebook for 100 something. But oh well, this is what I do. I found those things afterwards. All I had was the one dragon. The Polly Pocket for 33. I'm happy with those. Same with those for 40. The Pet Shop for 65. The at is a little low. I was hoping for about 25 for it. The photo frame, no money. I don't know. It's a hard thing. I bought it trying to thinking it could flip, and it just isn't flipping. Another bunch. 19 seconds still left on the Silent Hill. So even that, the vintage Micro Machines closed with extended bidding on that one. So you can see some have closed with extended bidding. This one is still bidding. So that you can tell what's in between. So I'm just doing the hide the closed lots right now. So we see just what's left open. And we can see those. Some are going to close and probably not get much left on them. Interestingly enough, You can see this is 323 and this is 324. 324 closed. 323 has people still bidding on it. So 49, 48 seconds. So again, happy. Bunch of stuff's going to go for $1. That's okay. These were things that I tried. So as any reseller, there's stuff that you've got that you don't know what you're going to do with. I had taken some of these things. I had Facebook posted them. I had put them onto, I put them on Facebook. I had tried them in Facebook groups. I had tried them at our unit, our antique unit. So what actually ended up happening is with that, we're going to pick up stuff at our antique unit actually tomorrow. We're doing a reset. The stuff that's coming back from our antique unit is going to go into our next Maxsold because it's been multiple places we've tried it for sale. We're not going to put those things back onto eBay or anything. We want to get rid of them. And so they're all going to come back. And yeah, I know they're going to start at $1, but everything here started at $1. So we seem to average in the neighborhood. We've always said, Rick, I think you said we average in the neighborhood about $17 to $20 per item.
Yeah.
So if $17 per item and we have 150 items, that's about $2,000 that you can make. And as usual, Max is charging not only us, but they charge a buyer's premium. So they're charging us the up to the 30%. We have a little bit of a discount on there, but that's because of the volume we do. But they charge the buyer an 18% buyer's premium. So when someone is bidding on something here and they are bidding, as an example, $170, they're not only paying the $170, they're paying 18% on top of that. So that's another $35. And they're paying GST, our taxes in Ontario, which is another 13%. So basically 30% more. So the person is actually paying $220 or so for that, not just the 170. We will clear about 100 and that's like 25%. It's like we'll be clearing somewhere around the neighborhood 130 for that. So Max takes from both sides. They're greedy in some ways. So let's take out the closed lots, but they're worth it in others.
Their platform.
No, their platform, their advertising make up for it. The fact that they actually also you don't have to pack, you don't have to ship or anything like that. So this whole thing will be done in like one day. We'll be doing the pickup on Sunday in like less than 3 hours. So I've hid the closed lots now. So we're down to here. That got 32. Again, never know what they're going to be. 6, 1, 1. So a few more ones. These are up at 67 and 55. I'm really happy with that. The gnomes are going to be donated. These plastic horses were just in big lots of stuff. We went up another $5 in the Monster High. Yay! These little wooden people, $25 for the two of those. This guy with this Transformers figure was $3.99 at a thrift store. These plastic cowboys were $3.99 at a thrift store. This mask was more than $3.99 at a thrift store. and these fuffles we're absolutely giving up on them. These were at $5 a piece from.
For sushi and I'll wear them.
No, you're not wearing one anywhere. No, these fuffles are these stuffed dolls that we have had. I bought them at a Japanese senior center bazaar, and I bought 10 of them for $5 a piece. We have got the $50 back, but nobody wants them.
Those were up at the booth.
Yeah, they've been up at the booth too. They're just being donated. There's nothing else we can do about those. So closed on the Pokemon for 32.
Does anyone have a pet that's getting married?
Does anybody just know someone getting married? I'll give them to you. I'll mail them to you. You just have to pay for the mailing. People probably don't even want to pay for that. Then let's go open and close here. So just so you know where we're sitting from a live standpoint, yeah, you could wear them during the purge. We're at lot number 337. So the 330, 340 lot. So we started at 8:15 with these closing. So when it's starting at 8:15, we're through about 40 lots in approximately 10 minutes. So there's 3 to 4 lots that end per minute. So when they launch it with 3 lots and then a minute, and 3 lots in a minute, or 30 seconds. So they make sure that they're not 20 of your lots aren't closing at the exact same time. And then with the soft close, it allows things to actually move so that if people are still bidding on them, your item stays up top there. So as you can see, somebody bid on the Santa Maria. It's up to $5. They also have a graduated bidding. So on the first $10, I believe, it's $1 increments. I think once it hits $10, it goes up by $3 increments. Once it hits like the $30 or $40 rack, I think it goes up by $5 increments. Once it gets to 100, it goes up by $10 increments. So you're not going up a dollar. That's a really good thing that the new owners did, was they finally moved it. So it's not, it used to be $1 increments all the way to $40. So now they're at least moving up higher, faster. So that benefits both the buyers and the sellers. Let's see. Oh, $85 on the Monster High. I'm happy with that.
Good.
Quite happy with that. Happy with the little Bratz is closed. Oh, good. $20 on that. That was a huge lot of Brat stuff. That and the other Brat stuff was literally a baggie that I got at a garage sale for, I think, $20, filled with a whole bunch of Brats. And one of the things that I got in there was a Bratz sport doll set in the box. I paid $10 for that. We sold that on its own for almost $200 last summer, I think it was.
Yep.
But these were purchased in the summer of 2024, when we could actually cross the border. So yeah, slowly going up. Oh, you've got 9 seconds. You got a bid on this cosplay mask, Rick.
Yay!
Yay! Transformers at no squealing, but yay! Oh, no bid on the Fuffles. No Fuffles for you. Oh well. That's okay. The Ideal Mini Maddox, $32 each. I'm happy with that. The Royal Guard hat, I bought that. I don't know why. The Atmosphere game has been in 2 other auctions and has been bought twice and never picked up. And it was bought for $1 each time. So it may end up sticking around again. Oh, the Katie skiing doll is at $20, right?
That's surprising.
And the Ever After High playset is at $14. I'm happy with that too. It was a batch of Ever After High dolls that I got for $40, and they split a bunch into this. I've got some that are going up to our unit, and I have some that are going into onto online. There's the card games, Bazooka. Oh, good. The miniature Games Workshop miniatures are at $30, $27. The micro machines are still 10, and 14, so that's $34. That's great. The Corning truck, again, stuff I found. That Corning truck was sitting, I don't even know when I bought it.
That's been sitting down in the basement.
I don't know how long. 10
Probably
years? 15 years? It
10
just was in the bottom of a box. So I just put it in because I was happy to get rid of it. Starquake was part of a bigger buy. The Commodore games, well, good, $18. The Rides Maker was another thing that was sitting in a box downstairs for God knows how long. I do not know how long. These things, I thought the Solito cars would go for a little bit more, and maybe these Matchbox cars would go for a little bit more. But I didn't want, I could have tried them at the unit, but I just decided to get rid of them all here. Interestingly enough, those Japanese friction cars, the Matchbox cars, the Lego cars are all selling for less than the vintage diecast cars. They're at 10. The Bidamins, I don't know why. No, the Gundam lot at 11. So these are at 1. Metal Fantasy figures. I showed you some of those which I found. $11, $16, and $25. Yay! Tony Hawk skateboard, $17. Big thing I bought, which I shouldn't have bought, but it's big. Vintage play.
I bought the skateboard.
You bought the skateboard? Oh, it's another big.
Remember I tried it in the store and
Oh,
I
yeah.
just killed myself?
The Vintage Toy Play Lot, another one of Rick's buys. But that nav body is one of mine. So Baby Doll clothes, Cabbage Patch clothes, no bids. Fisher Price Snow White and the 5 Dwarves. There was only 5 in the baggies that I got. Oh, tomorrow will be happy about it. The rock band drum set, that's at $10.
They cannibalized the other two dwarves.
They ate the other two dwarves. There's some more $10 things. Castlevania's still at 90, so that's good.
Happy was delicious.
Let's take a look at the next page and see where we're sitting there. Oh, good. I'm glad we're getting some money on these felonies and things like that. I have a whole bunch of those. Tons of die-cast cars. I didn't know whether I'd get any money for these or not. Tried the Tweety mug, couldn't get rid of that up north. Probably in my pocket. I thought I might get more for. This was weird. This was just vintage metal dragons figures, and I've got $11 bid on it. And it's I don't even know what they're pieces. $7 for the Weebles, $10 for Playmobil. Grateful Dead. We have Grateful Dead bears that have been around for a while. The Fimo Clay. I was hoping to get more for the Colt 45 thing, but you deal with what you deal with. You get what you get. Nightmare, $41. LOL Surprises, 11. So they're and 8. Okay, I guess I'm okay with those. More Polly Pockets. This Disney car set, just because I didn't want to try and build it, $11. If I did build it and it was all there, it's a $150 Mater thing. Polly Pockets here, 35, 34. This Brat slot is only at 14. There's more Ever After High, and that's at 4. Interesting. And this Play Family has. So that's everything that we have up here. So we'll go back to here and we'll see closed lots. Hide the closed lots. So we have 86 lots left, and we've been going for just over 15 minutes. So it's always interesting when you're looking at stuff like that to see how things are going. Normally, when you do the auctions, they move up. You can get almost, in some cases, almost double the top, double the amount that you have bids. Again, depending on what it is. So we've had auctions that have been at $400 or $500, literally when the close was there, and it ended up at $1,200 or $1,400. So it's actually done like almost a 200% jump. I don't expect, because you saw we were over $1,500. I'm not expecting a 200% jump on this, but I'll be quite happy with anything else like that. Yeah, the Fisher Price. I had that Fisher Price. And again, I put those damn Fisher Price things in before I found that Fisher Price lot, which had other things in it, like that I could have put with it. So the house has a staircase and things like that. But now, for those of you who watch our normal show, I took all those Fisher Price. I showed you in our show on Tuesday how I put them in little bags with little cardboard tops on them. So I took just that lot, just the lot of those baggies that I bought. We took them, we priced them. We're taking them up to our unit and priced everything that we took up there priced. We have over $650 in priced value for those things. So every little person is priced at like from $5 up to 15, depending on what they are. All of this, so but a total of almost $700, and that did not include the king, queen, prince, princess, knight, and woodsman from the castle. So, but I have another house downstairs, but I also have another full box of Fisher Price downstairs. So, well, we'll see what that goes with when we get around to that. Again, it's just planning for more and more and more stuff as we go. So here we are with what is live. We have hide close lots. So we're at 377. So the interesting thing here, as you can see, we're at 381, 382, and 383. That means nothing before the 380 mark has been getting extended bids, or else it would be moving forward for us here.
It's moved it to a past sale already, even though it's still active.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, I hate that. That's the one thing that we always bug them about is if you look at this, it actually, which it's live, it should actually, well, no, on my page it says closing soon. That I'm showing it right there. So sometimes it changes this already to be a past sale. So it's really irritating if you're going on to this now, and it says that it's already closed, but it hasn't closed. So everything says it's still running. There we are right there. Let's see, where were we? Close 381s, close, $5 for the Lego cars. Okay, I'm happy with that. Close for the Bullyland horses, close for the Bidamans. Almost the Gundam toys have got some time left on them. So most of these are going to probably close without having extended on them. That's the only thing. At the end of the auction, what happens? Yes, we get a list from them that is an invoice list, and it actually has the name of the buyer and then all of their items that they bought. So what we're going to be doing on Saturday is we're going to be going through our garage where we have everything organized and pulling all that stuff onto, we set up like 5 shelves, 3 or 4 shelves. And then we literally go through item by item by item. We go, okay, look, the first person, Boulanger, bought items 120, 145, 167. So our tubs are labeled 110 to 120, 120 to 140, so that we can go through them and pull all 3 things, put them together, put a little sticky note by it so it sits on our shelf with a sticky note. I'll show you pictures of that, and we'll do a close-up of that if you haven't seen those before. And then it's all ready.
Is my friend.
Huh?
Painter's tape is my friend.
Yes, painter's tape is our friend.
I write the last name on a piece of tape.
He writes the last name on a piece of painter's tape.
Craig about which items are going.
And then, yeah. So the way our house is set up, we have a front porch enclosed, and then we have a garage. Half of the items are in the front porch, the other half are in the garage. I sit in the garage by a heater.
Up,
Rick sits in the front.
Left, right.
Rick yells out to me, and we have this fight every single pickup day. He'll tell me the name, and I'll go, what am I looking for? You can't just give me the name. You have to say, the name is Boulanger, and it's the Pepsi stuff. Okay. Then the next one, he'll go, Pepsi stuff, and I'll go, who? And he'll go, who what? And it's like the person standing there waiting for us, and we have these little fights. Back and forth. So
it's not fighting.
It's discussions. Love tap discussions.
It's cognitive dissonance.
It's, yeah. So we closed those. I'm happy with the metal figures, Rick. I'm happy with those for 45 in total. Yep. Tony Hawk 17, Gundam for 9. Smurfs went for 8. I don't know what to do with those baby dolls and stuff in the vintage play lot. So these things, if we don't get bids on these clothing things, I might just stick a sticker on them and take them up to the unit tomorrow.
Free. They were at the unit.
Were they at the unit already? Yeah. They've come back from the
They've come back from there. They were hanging on the back wall.
Oh, that's right. They were. Oh.
Beside all of the Gerber's plastic.
Hey, Marianne. No, we actually, the buyer, they are supposed to bring their own packaging. So we don't have anything in bags. We don't have anything in tubs. We have literally everything loose. And then when the person comes, if they have one item, it'll be like, here you go, here's your one item. If they got 20 items, then we cross them off as they're going out. Rick crosses them off and say, here's your item 1, 2, 3, 4, 10, 20, 25. And we put them on a little table, and then they're supposed to pack them. Some people are very good and they bring packaging material. Other people are not. We always have a box filled with bags, like extra paper bags and stuff like that, if we needed to give somebody something.
And I isolate all of the single items into one tub.
Yeah, all of the single items stay in one area. Especially when we do jewelry, we have a tub that's all the small jewelry and things like that. So our next one is going to be a whole mix. It's not going to be toys on its own. So it's going to be really interesting what happens in our next one. Fisher Price Snow White's closed for 10. That's closed and sold. Elm Street cover for $1. Rock Band set for 10. So some of these PlayStation games aren't going for very much. $5, $4, $18. And I guess PlayStation's not as big as SNES. So Super Nintendo 2023.
Well, certain of the
90.
PlayStation games are worth money.
7. PlayStation Guitar 31, 28. Dolls that don't sell go to the little girls in the apartment complex. Cars and trucks go to the little boys. We don't have no little boys or little girls we're going to give anything to.
We need a trebuchet.
We need a
Catapult.
trebuchet. We need a catapult so we can fling things across to who knows where. So now we're 840. So I know, sort of from the side of watching it, sort of like, oh, okay, this is what's going on. It's 840, 25 minutes of this. So that's why I also don't do these now all the time live, because there's no little things flying up, no pink stuff flying up for us to be able to see what's all the interesting stuff that's happening. It's a little more boring now. So we are at item 400 now. So on item number 400, and we've got 450 items. So we'll be down within the next 15, 20 minutes for all of these. We had a trebuchet actually in our thing, but a little one, a little plastic one. Elisa says she can make one. The Super Nintendos have closed.
To the apartment complex across Lawrence. Need a bigger trebuchet.
So let's see. If we're just out of curiosity here, if I look at what is got our highest price of what's left right now. Oh wow. The Fender Stratocaster guitar has gone for $58. Is going for $58.
Was that something that Tamara gave you?
Yeah, that's Tamara's.
And the drum set.
And the drum set. Yeah, and the drum set.
I didn't have those on the list.
The Commodore is ours. The Nightmare is at 41. 37, 35. Wow, that little Sailor Moon lot's at $31. Really happy with that. Bratz is up to $19 now. And the Puppy in My Pocket's up to 14. So, but again, I was going to take these guys and think about, maybe I'll put them at the unit. You know what? I'll just put them into a Sailor Moon lot. And so somebody is, because I think of the vintage toy, all the vintage girls' toys that we had in this, it was actually something that would be interesting for people to maybe bid on and catch their eye on something else. So 1 second left. Bidding extended. The Geos went for $55. Yay! But again, we don't have anything with lots of long bids. It's always fun when you've got things and you're like in item number 400 and you still have item number 320. Still keeps getting extended and extended and extended. So that's what makes it more fun, and a few more squeals. I mean, it's, you only get squeals for certain amounts of things, and that's the kind of thing that you need that makes you really sort of squeal about, is when you see something like that. But we did have some good bids on this as well in advance, which is the challenge. It's harder to squeal when there's something that you don't expect. Like we used to squeal when we get something that was at $10, and then somehow for some reason. What was one of the last ones we did, Rick? In the fall, you and I were squealing about it. It was something that we had that went up to like $200 or $300, and we were, was it the
ceramic tree?
The ceramic tree.
Yeah.
That kept going up and up and up. It's like that would have been a squealer in here. So again, a few more things closed. See, a plastic model, $2. This was some of this stuff I wasn't even sure whether we would do anything with, whether we would get rid of it or not. Like what we would think about, how we would think about getting rid of that. Oops. There we go, Rick. Elisa's kids making trebuchet.
Those would not fling.
Those would not fling the toys far enough. Back to our big gallery here. What was I hoping to squeal about today? I think I was hoping to squeal about maybe a little bit more about our Polly Pocket stuff a little bit. And I was kind of hoping that our Micro Machine stuff would go for more money. I was hoping for more of a squeal. I mean, in essence, though, it's like when you think that $11, that's a bit of a squeal. These Hasbro Weebles, that's low. I didn't think they'd be that bad. That's kind of low. I probably would have I wanted to try them because I hadn't seen Weebles in here, so I'm not going to try Weebles for a while. Squeal on the Fimo clay, I guess. The Gnip Gnop, this is some games that we had coming up too. They just took up so much space The Ganip actually sells for $30 or $40, but we just didn't have the space. We wanted to make some more space for them. So all of these things that are selling, other than the VHS, the Nightmare, that made us happy that we got up to $41 on the Nightmare. I was hoping these guys would do a lot better, the LOL dolls, but 10 and 11 I'm okay with. But yeah, this $35 for that, $37, okay. These two, I'm happier that they're going up. The Ever After High dolls have gone up to 18 now. The Vintage Bratz up to 19. I think the other Bratz dolls were, I can't remember what the other Bratz dolls went to. Let me just see if I can like Bratz. So it's a nice thing, you can search your own auction and see. All right, unclose. So our first Bratz, see, that's the weird thing. This first Bratz doll lot for $51. The second Bratz doll lot for $19. And the little Bratz doll for $20. So 20, 51 and 19 is 70, $90. So yeah, happy with that. $90 for all of that. And I did still pull some better stuff out of that. So I am quite happy with the way that worked for us. Let's see, closed. I'll go back to hiding the closed ones. Low to high. There we go. Oh, the Weebles went up to $17. Yay! They just jumped. When we list something on Maxsold, you take it off other platforms? Yes. As soon as you're putting it on Maxsold, you make sure it's not on another platform, because once it's on Maxsold and live, they will charge you if you have to remove it from Maxsold.
I thought they were working on a way of editing live listings, or was that the other thing?
No, that was the other thing.
Yeah, never mind.
So there's a minute left on these, and we got a minute, and they're up to $17. So I'm happier. They weren't all in the greatest shape. A couple of them are a little bit rough. That guy's rough. That one shrunk. But again, I'm still happy they've gone up to that much. I spent how much on this? It was a box of 40 of these, I think. A bag of 40 of them for $40. So it was $1 a piece. Is that the hiding one? Oh, 4 minutes left on those. So that one's still got most bids. Does it that? I hate it when it goes to most bids. There we go. So 40 seconds left on that. My Hero Academia. I literally bought that for 99 cents. I thought it would be worth more. The Colt 45 was pick up at a flea market, I think, Rick?
Yeah.
For like a few dollars. The Snow Shovel was pick up at a flea market for a few dollars. Oh, Bug Life went up to $15. We never do the puzzles. This is like Mousetrap. The Air Hogs was probably $5. So I'm losing money on some of these compared with what I bought it at. I think I kept my really good Weebles just out of this, and this was sort of like the Weebles. I still have a big bag of them.
I think we put some on Etsy or eBay.
I think we might have put some on Etsy. We might have tried. I'm not sure if we did anything like that yet.
I remember taking pictures.
Yeah, but you could have taken pictures of these. You took pictures of the necklaces. You took a picture of the Weebles necklace.
Oh, that's right.
And the Weebles on the card, because we did get a Weebles on card, a pair of them from the same place on Facebook Marketplace, actually. So where we go back up here. So we have closed on the Weebles for 17. Closed, closed, closed. We now are just over a half an hour in the auction, and we have $25 items. No, less than 25 items left. Oh no, the Weebles I thought were closed, but boom, they got another bid, so now they're up to 20. Yay! Whee! Squeal! So there's the squeal. So 425, 442. So there are between 425 and 442, there's 17 items that close, 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 close. The Weebles got extended. Weebles! There you go. That's the squeal you got. That's the only squeal for today. It's actually going to be up there longer than the Air Hogs got another bid up by another $1. Yay! Let's see. So 10, 19 seconds, 9. Come on, Weebles, go, Squeebles, wee, squeal, Weebles, squeal, Weebles, squeal. Wibble, wibble, squeal. Hey, Nelly. I didn't realize you were here. Nelly, wibble,
I
squeal.
have such a headache.
Oh, I'm sorry. Rick has a headache and I'm squealing too much. He doesn't like that I'm squealing. So $20. Bidding was extended. The Asian hotel game, $6. Nightmare 41. The Lego cars sold for 11. The vintage Sailor Moon's up to 31. I think I said that already. So these are all doing okay. We're back to normal numbers. 446, 447, 448, 449. And there we end right there. So we only have 3, 6, 9, 12 items left, and then the entire auction is over. So that's how fast it can go. It's like 12 items. No, it didn't close. That's weird. The Weebles are still alive. The Weebles are at 23.
Okay.
I thought it said closed.
I thought it did too.
Well, squeal. What in the world is an Asian hotel game? Hotel is actually a really great game. It's already closed out. Hotel is actually a really great game. That's by Parker Brothers or Milton Bradley, I think. And it's a game. It's a board game. And this actually just happened to be an Asian edition of it. If you look up hotels as a game, it can sell for really big money. It's little cardboard hotels, and you go around. It's kind of like a Monopoly type of game. So, and I don't know how I ended up with an Asian version of it. Close that back off again. So we are here. We have 6 slots left. The Polly Pocket for 15, the Polly Pocket for 42. And now the nice thing is I see on here that this Polly Pocket's got a minute left, so it's got extra bids on it versus this one got 11 seconds left on it.
Yay!
What?
It just rolled out.
Oh, and then this Ever After High's got 26 on it. Yay! It went up. And this has gone up to $9. So, and the Vintage Brats closed at 31. So I'm happy about that. So what do we got left now? We got 1 minute left, and we have 4 items. That's all we have left. So I think it's been a pretty successful a pretty successful auction for us over in as a whole. I mean, now we just want to. Oh, look, the Polly Pockets just went up to 63. Yay!
Somebody finally found them.
I guess so. And then the other Vintage Brats just went up to 37. I have a bunch more Polly Pockets and things like that left. So it's just, I think we'll probably do another toy auction in like a month and a half or so with a bunch more toys in it, including like G.I. Joes and Barbies and things like that. See how they do with them. So this is kind of a test as well for me on a whole bunch of different things. So
we're also adding more of those toy things to our booth.
Yeah.
As a test. So
the Fisher Price Play Family ended up selling at 9. And so this is what we have left. The Polly Pockets at 68 and the Vintage Brat Dolls at $37. So if you look at this, let's see if I can go into here. There's 68. It's got a minute left. I think if you wanted to bid on it, it would actually be, you'd have to go to 73. You'd have to go up by $5 now that they're over the $50 mark.
If you click on bid, it'll tell you.
I can't click on bid on mine. There's no place to bid. See?
Doesn't it say bid under the price?
No, not on ours. Oh, here, bid.
Oh, let me have to sign in. Sorry.
Yeah, so it has 73 is the lowest you could bid to it at. I don't want to bid.
No. So cancel.
I'm going back there.
Don't bid on your own.
I'm not bidding on my own item.
Okay, press back.
There we go. I'm back. I'm back out. So the Brat Dolls has gone up now to 48. Yay! So 2 little squeals. We used to guess. You could, yeah, sure, try and guess if you want. Heather's guess is $24.50. Elisa, you can guess. You know, we were around 1,700 or 1,500. What did we say we started the show at, Rick? 1,700. So, very happy with anything that we got on this, because anything over $1,000 is great for an auction. We've had 1 or 2 terrible auctions that have only done like $600, $700. The nice thing again about having Maxsold's new owners is they moved the lower amount that you owe. So if you sell under $1,000 worth of stuff, you only pay $99, 30% or $99. So if you only sold $600 worth of stuff, you actually, with $600 worth of stuff, you used to have to pay them $300 minimum. Now you only pay 30%. 30% of $600 is $180. So it's very helpful to have a lower threshold to start.
13 seconds left.
But we have 13 seconds left. Donna guesses 23.56. Heather's was 24.50. Elise is at 21.78. Come on, let's get those guesses. Nellie is at 19.95. I don't have any prizes, by the way. There's no prize. Now they both say closed, so let me just see if they actually really did close, because the last time that said closed, it didn't close. Remember, the other thing was like seemed to pop itself back open again. Let me see.
Yeah, I'm not saying the toggle switch to hide closed bids.
Nope. So yes, they've all closed. Yay! They've all closed. Louette is 23.50. Carl is 25. Hey, Carl, I didn't even see you here. 25.50. Marianne's 25.42. Andrew's 26.90. So yes, I know you're all just entertaining yourself. I entertain myself too, because I have no idea. So let me go and see what we got on this. I've got a page here, Rick. I can just click on it.
Does it show you on yours?
Yeah.
It doesn't. It only shows me on the phone. It doesn't show
right
me
there. Dun, da, da. 24.24. Yay!
That would mean that Heather got the closest.
24.50. Well, actually, what's the closest under? Nope, Donna's the closest under at 23.56. Heather was over by $25.
Okay.
So
I missed Donna.
Donna, you win. How about we send you those fuffles? Guess what, Donna, you win.
No, Donna's at 23.56. Heather's at 24.
24. Yeah, but it's 20. She went over. She's closer, but she went over.
It doesn't matter that she went
Yes,
over.
it is. I want to get rid of those fuffles. See, if we go to somebody who was under the amount, then they can it's like you can't go over like on Price is Right. So Donna wins the fuffles.
You're gonna have to meet with her.
I know. I'll hold them.
Actually, we'll price them and put them in her booth.
Hey, Cindy. You can, hey, Cindy, you're a little high, but thank
We're
you.
going up to the booths tomorrow.
No, not the cards.
Get her booth now.
Her booth isn't there. She doesn't have a booth at Roadshow. No.
Oh gosh. Darn. Never mind.
She goes, I'm good. I'm good. I object. No, whatever. So yeah, I mean, I'm quite happy. As I say, when we got to this, so we started out at 1,700. Ended up with 2,400, so we'll clear close to like $1,800, $1,900. We go into here, and we can see what on our auction now. I told you this is like the seller app will show us what the things are. This is now going to say closed, but our bid gallery, we can sort through this, and we can right now we can only sort high, and so I can say the highest priced item, Silent Hill, for $170. Never thought,
because I think it sells on eBay for
around that.
That, and that we didn't have the means to test it, which is why
no, it's untested too.
Which is why we didn't put it on eBay.
So 170, 90 for the Nintendo, one Monster High lot for 85. The Polly Pockets and the Littlest Pet Shops. This is where I made my money, Rick. Polly Pockets 68, 67, 65. 55. The PlayStation guitar, an untested guitar for $58. That's really good. The Bratz lots went for almost $100 for the two lots of Bratz stuff.
So they're paid for.
Yeah. So, and then you can also see what didn't sell. We know that the Fuffles didn't, but what else didn't sell? The Love Gnomes, the Lilo and Stitch frame, 2 baggies that I had from when I went to Comic-Con. Didn't expect them to sell. The Fantastic Beasts banner that hasn't sold in 3 auctions. Vintage baby doll and clothing. Now, this is the nice thing about this. The evil Ouija candles haven't sold, but everything else sold $1 or more. 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. 15 items sold for $1. 3, 6, then for 3. And then you start seeing from there 3, 4, 5. So a lot of items sell for $5 and $6 and $7, right? $5, $6, $7, $8. But at the end of the day, 10 items selling for $8 is $80. So that's how you end up getting to $200 or $2,400 in sales. So really happy. Thank you all for joining us here. It actually went on right for an hour. We'll do another one of these, let's say, in the next couple of weeks, 3 weeks or so. If you do want to do a Maxsold, just send us a message either through our Facebook group or it has to be new. They don't offer anything to people who haven't done them in a while. But if you've never done a Maxsold before, we can get you a code that will get you a $50 credit. If you want to try and do that, just talk to us and let us know, because we need to know who we're giving the credits to. Thanks again for joining us here as we did our big, beautiful, semi-squealing little squeals Maxsold Auction Close. Well, we'll see you next Tuesday with more adventures in thrifting and reselling. What?
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up! Thumbs up! Thumbs up!